YouTube friends and family, what's the good word? All right, so it's your boy the Bad Wolf here to bring you some more information. Well, actually, I take that back. Y'all are bringing me information, and I'm gonna throw it right back at you. So, a couple of people have been hitting me up with questions, and some of these are in other videos. Some of these I've never answered before, but this is just what keeps popping up. So, I'm sorry if you've heard this before. Blame that person next to you looking at their phone right now with the YouTube up, leaving and asking me the same questions. So here's a little list of questions that people have hit me up. Oh, and by the way, the people who've asked, where I've been, just been working, got sick, not the coronavirus though. So I try to put these out when I have new information. Otherwise, I don't believe in just putting up videos just to put up videos. I could do that all day. It's not my thing, okay? So but thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate it. So here we go. All right. So what is a non-U.S. national versus a citizen and a state citizen? Okay. So let's start here. A U.S. citizen, you came to this country is then, to become a citizen. And what that is you apply for citizenship through the federal government. Okay. The GOV. And you want to be subjected to or underneath their rule or jurisdiction. Okay, you have the right to be here. You've got all these rights and benefits. Your social and blah 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 blah. You can travel throughout the countries. You're protected if you go overseas, etc. Okay, a non-U.S. national means that you are outside of the jurisdiction of the. Let's see, how should I say? You are in the United States, but you were probably born in one of their territories. Okay? So you're a non-US national. So you're a national of your country, but you're recognized throughout, by that particular level of citizenship. And that's why on the passport, those are the only two options that they give you. And that's why the explanatory statement is so crucial, because you're declaring yourself for another option that they don't give you the ability to just check mark the box on there. They want you to prove to them that you are what you are, but they're okay with allowing you to have that, but you have to do it precisely through the explanatory statement. Some people apparently have been able to remove all the jurisdictions, all the secret ones that lie inside of the passport application, and prove them that way. Though I haven't seen anybody really offer it for free or for cheap online thus far. Most of the ones we've put up have seemed to have been working, at least as far as getting somebody a fourth asterisk or star on their card, which would mean that you are a national, but we're still working on trying to get the fifth and decoding all that whole process. Okay. So those cover those basic ones, and those are really the ones that now you can declare that you're like, say like a Muslim or, whatever micronation or whatever you're under, or full size nation that you're under on the passport. I don't know if they will give that to you. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying I don't know if they will put that on the passport openly. Your paperwork filed, if that's what you're filing, that might be in there. But like I said, I don't know for sure on more than that. Yes, your zip code, the use of your zip code does give, you're utilizing one of their benefits. So anytime you use any of their benefits, knowingly or unknowingly, that brings you into their jurisdiction. Next question, driving versus traveling. Driving as if you're underneath the jurisdiction of the federal GOV. Traveling means that you are a state citizen or you're here, but outside of their jurisdiction, enjoying the ability to commute in your personal conveyance. Typically, it also means you're not underneath traveling laws and rules, statutes, because you're not a citizen. Those rules and things apply to a 14th Amendment citizens is what that is. On your passport, yes, you do not want to underline, circle, or alter your oath. If you're going to change, you don't like the oath, you put that in your explanatory statement. you do any alterations of that aspect of it, they could consider that and have considered that, a violation, and you could be denied or you could do some time. Okay, that's a federal document as far as they're concerned. Be careful watching, be careful watching other people's videos. I've seen other people's videos where they're talking about putting in all zeros. Now, you can, I've heard that some people have gotten rung up on that because putting in all zeros on your passport, all those zeros that is a number, even though it's a zero, and you think, oh, it's just a zero, it's nothing. It's still a number, okay? That's why, if you have a 9 and then a 0 behind it, even though zeros you might think they're nothing, it's a number. 9 and 0 make 90, okay? Without the 0, it's just 9. So zeros do mean something. Don't put all zeros. Put nothing in there and explain why nothing's in there if that's what you want to do. If you have a social, I would suggest putting it in there because they have it anyway. They're going to run your name and information in their database, see that it's in there, and check it anyway. So you might as well. Next question. No, don't argue with cops. Most cops are nice people. The rest of them are dicks. And yet, all of them are just trying to do their job, okay? So, and some of them are misinformed. You have to understand that a lot of them, they're not taught this stuff. The ones who do know this stuff are their commanding officers, their COs. So if you have a problem with one on the side of the road, politely just say, hey, I'm exercising my freedom, my rights, and I want to talk to your CO. And otherwise I'm pleading the fifth at this point in time. I have nothing further to say. Let them come and explain it to that particular person because, don't give them a hard time or whatever else. Be nice, be cordial, keep your hands where you can see them. If you're prepared, like you've been watching any of my videos, as you're pulling over before they even get out of their car, grab your booklet of information, have that ready, have everything available for open in plain sight. Crack the window, slide that out, or your passport card, or if your driver's license, ID, whatever is going on, you don't have to roll down the window if they're like, hey, I can't hear you, and you don't have to roll the window all the way down. You don't have to get out of the car at that particular point in time. They should explain why they're pulling you over and all that other stuff. And if they're doing something or asking you to do something that you feel that, is not what you want to do, ask them specifically and clearly. And if you can, have something to record the whole situation, if it's permissible in your area or jurisdiction, whatever else. Say very clearly, are you asking me or are you giving me an order? Because if you're asking me, I'm going to say no, because that's my right. If you're ordering me, which technically they're not allowed to do, but because they have the gun, you want it on record that they ordered you to get out of the car or ordered you to put the window down because it's going against your will. Now, if you're in the middle of doing a crime or something, hey, yeah, where you got stuff going on, you got to do what they say because, it's going to end bad. Remember, I'm not a lawyer. This is just educational information. You know what to do. Revocation of election. Once again, this kind of goes back to my other video, to just not pay the federal aspect of it when you're a foreigner. This works for people who are nationals. You were born here. If you were a foreigner, you've agreed to be a 14th Amendment citizen with the rights and benefits. So you may not be able to get out of this. This is something that you're going to have to dig a lot deeper. And I haven't got enough requests for it. It doesn't apply to me. So, no offense. It's just not something I'm going to, put the manpower into at this point in time. Maybe that's where you come in. If that's something that you need, do the legwork, create your own YouTube, and help out more people in your situation. All right, that's how the game is played. Obviously, yeah, don't use any of their known terminologies. Residence. They ask you, where do you reside or where do you live? Where's your address? I have a domicile. Use these things. The flags, yes, there is a difference in the flags. I made that in a video. The typical flag you're going to see in the courtrooms are going to be the ones with the gold fringes. The ones with the gold fringes are the ones for admiralty, and typically are supposed to be used on like ships, which is why they have those typically in courtrooms. Most people don't know that. If you find somebody who knows what they're talking about, they will break that down into detail. They're not just putting a gold fringe, a pretty flag on there, but then they sell, other places have different ones, okay? Different, every single thing these people do are for different reasons. Look up the definition behind, state, or the different terminology behind the United States. These people have 4 and 5 different definitions for the same meanings of one word. That's a word. You don't think they're going to have the same definitions behind a flag or, residence? Why do you think they don't have all that stuff succinct? We're called state citizens, nationals, American nationals, non-resident aliens. But then there's also non-citizens, non-U.S. citizens, whatever else, 14th Amendment citizens, U.S. citizens. Okay, so they play with words, and you're giving them jurisdiction if you don't know which ones to use. So that is all the questions that have been repeated and repeated. So yeah, I guess that's about it, guys. So just a quick Q&A. If you guys have any more questions that I know or you're not sure about, hit me up, put them down there. If it's something you need to, talk one-on-one, as always, the information on how to contact is down below. And there's also other offers down in the description box, so check those out. That's pretty much it for now with that topic. I will talk to you later. I'm going to do probably one more video today about zip codes, so that's coming up next, so check it out. Don't forget to hit that bell icon and subscribe, people. Thank you very much for the growth of the videos and the views, all that stuff. I definitely appreciate it. Feels good to know that it's helping people out there. And I will talk to you later. So TTFN, as they say.